Welcome to worshiptutorials.com. My name is Brian. This is a tutorial for the song What a Savior from the Hillsong worship album Open Heaven, River Wild. This is not like the first song that stuck out to me on this album, but as I have been learning it and listening to it more, I really like this song. It's sort of a slow ballad type of a song. It's actually not too difficult to sing in the key that is recorded on the album, which is the key of B, but it can get a little high in some places, so this is for a male lead. Key of B, same as the album. We're going to show how to play it with a capo on the 4th fret using key of G chords. So if this is high for you, all you need to do is take that capo, move it down to the 3rd fret, which would be the open key of B flat, or the 2nd fret, which would be the open key of A. And it should make it a little lower, easier for you to sing. So the chords we are going to use in this song are G, C, D, there's an E minor, and I believe that is it, except for one variation of a chord, which is a C6. Now, if you play a C, it sounds like this. Your A, D, G string is open. If you fret the G string on the 2nd fret, that becomes a C6. So you can see in the diagram, the way I like to play it is your index finger is already on that D string 2nd fret, and if you kind of make a little bar, if you just push it down, sort of mash your finger down, you can fret the G string on the 2nd fret as well. So it goes from here and there. That is a C6. So that is sort of a new variation of a chord that we haven't seen before here at Worship Tutorials, but it's not too difficult to play. If you find that difficult to play though, you don't really have to play, you can just play a C and it will work. So strumming pattern, the basic pattern sort of when you get into the chorus and the bigger sections of the song is this: down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. This song is in 4/4 time, so if you count it out, 1, 2, 3, 4, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Slow it down. Down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. 1, 2, 3, 4. In the beginning section, you really want to space it out whenever it's slower. So it goes C, G. So you notice you don't really strum a lot. And that really just comes with feel, learning the song, listening to the song a lot, and just understanding dynamics. But know this, you don't have to play the full pattern all the time. In fact, a lot of this song you're going to want to back off and just strum just down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. And that'll get you through it in the beginning and sort of the mellow sections of the song. So we just heard the intro, but I'll go through it here again. It goes C, G, 3, 4, C6, G, C, G, D, C. Now those chords are simple, and actually it sounds like it's not hard to play, but the timing of the chords is a little different than what you might be used to. So watch where these changes happen. So C is on the 1, G is on the 2, 3, 4, C6, G, 3, 4, C, G, 3, D, C, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to count it, and you can see and watch the chords change as I count. It goes like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's my advice on this song. Counting it out is and just knowing, okay, the C is on the 1, the G is on the 2. Then the C6 on the 1, the G, the 2. The C on the 1, the G on the 2, the D on the 4, the C on the 1. Okay, learning it out, pounding it out like that is one way to do it. But in my experience, if you just listen to this song over and over and over again and have it in your mind exactly how the song goes and just know it by heart, when you sit down and learn the chords, and once you get the chords down, that will just kind of naturally come out. It seems to be the best way for me to learn a song after I don't know how many hundreds of songs I've learned over my lifetime. These days, I just listen to a song a few times, kind of get the chords, look at the chart and kind of get the chords in my head. But once you just listen to it, you kind of know, okay, this is how this thing flows. This is where these changes happen. That, in my opinion, is the most natural way to learn it. But that's where those changes happen. If you want to download our chord chart kit, you get a Nashville chart with this and all the keys that you might need. And it shows you exactly where those changes happen. That could also be helpful to visualize it. Okay, so that is the intro, and the verse, it's pretty similar. I'll teach it to you. It goes like this. What a Savior, C, G, 3. Myri, C6, G, Deemer. Friend of C, G, sinners, one like D, me. Oh, what C, kindness, G. Suffered C6, violence, G. Healed my E minor blindness, G. And D, set C, me free. Okay, so I'm going to play the intro and the verse for you together. And the chords are going to follow me. It goes like this, starting with the intro. Here's the verse. What a Savior, my Redeemer, friend of sinners, one like oh, what kindness, suffered violence, and healed my blindness, and set me free. Oh, what grace. So now we're at the chorus, oh, what grace. And these are half measure changes, most of them. So it's E minor, C, and you, my G, Jesus, to D. That my soul, E minor, should see, entertain your G, greatness, D. Should this C, life, hold G, nothing but my E minor, Savior, D. I will, and this is where it kind of goes back to like that intro verse thing, praise you, C, G, E minor, all D ways. And then the turnaround section is the same as the intro. Okay, so I'm gonna sing the end of the verse into the chorus and the turnaround, and it goes like this. Heal my blindness, set me free. Here's the chorus. Oh, what grace I found in you, my Jesus, that my soul should entertain your greatness. Should this life hold nothing but my Savior, I will praise you always. Here's the turn. C, G, C6, G, C, G, D, C, 2, 3. Heaven's glory. Now we're into verse 2. So you do verse 2 the same as you did verse 1, chord progression wise. You go into chorus 2. And then after the second chorus, there's a third chorus that repeats, and it gets kind of big there. And then there's a tag, I will praise you always. It just repeats that line. And then you go into a solo section where it drops. So you're coming out of the chorus. Always. Here's the solo. These are whole notes. C, and it drops to D, to E minor, to G, C, repeats, to D, to E minor. Feels spacey, but it's what you want in this song, to G. And then the bridge, I'm just going to teach it to you now because it's the same progression. C, should this life I live, D, hold nothing but the cross, E minor, where Jesus took my shame. Then with arms stretched wide to D, in my head held high, my E minor, every breath will sing again. And you repeat that 3 times. So you kind of want to go intensity wise. The first one's pretty low. Second one you pick up a little bit. The third one is going to be big, and then you go into a big chorus. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play the chorus that comes after the second verse and second chorus, like the third one, where it kind of picks up and gets bigger. I'm going to do the solo section and the bridge. So remember, coming out of that second chorus, it's going to jump up kind of an octave, and it sounds like this. Oh, what grace I found in you, my Jesus, that my soul should entertain your greatness. Should this life hold nothing but my Savior, I will praise you always. The tag, and I will praise you always. Here's the solo. It drops to D, 2, 3, 4 to E minor, 2, 3 to G. Do it again. C to D. You don't want to strum too much here because this song has a slow build and you want to give it time. G. Should this life I live hold nothing but the cross where Jesus took my shame. Then with arms stretched wide and my head held high, my every breath will sing again. Again. Should this life I live hold nothing but the cross where Jesus took my shame. Then with arms stretched wide, my head held high, my every breath will sing again. Last time. So this life I live hold nothing but the cross where Jesus took my shame. And with arms stretched wide and my head held high, my every breath will sing again. Chorus. Oh, what grace I found in you, my Jesus. After those 3 bridges and you go into a chorus, you do 2 big choruses at the end, and then you do 3 tags, which are the same thing. I will see, praise you always. Oh, I will praise you always. I will praise you always. So if you're counting, you do 3 tags, but if you include the first time you sing that line in the chorus, you actually sing that line 4 times. And then the outro is the same as the intro. C, G, C6, G, C, G, D, C. I'm going to play the last part of the last chorus for you and the tags and show you how it ends. Should this life hold nothing but my Savior, oh, I will praise you always. That's 1. I will praise you always. last one. And I will praise you always. You can drop on that last one. Here's the outro. C to G, C6 to G, C, G, D, C. And it ends on the C, on the 4 of the song. So that is What a Savior. Again, I really like this song. Sort of some unconventional, at least for what you typically run into as far as where those chord changes happen in the verse. But I actually really like that. It kind of gives the song a different feel, a different melodic feel as well as a rhythmic feel. And it's nice to hear and see something different every once in a while. Plus, it's a good exercise for you if you're a beginner. Learning this song will be a good exercise for you as far as rhythm goes, and learning, kind of forcing yourself to make changes where your brain might not really want your chords to change, but where the song actually does chord changes. It's a good exercise in that. So this is a good one to learn in that respect as well, just to push yourself in it as a guitar player if you're kind of coming against that in this song, if that's difficult for you. Again, head over to worshiptutorials.com. You can get the chord chart kit for this song, and you can see my acoustic video where I play the song through and the chords change and follow me. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.